and welcome back to some more Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Last time, we went underground, and we are continuing our adventures in the underground. I'm gonna boot up the internet. Yes, I would like to connect it. Thank you. We're gonna boot up the internet and go into the Grand Underground with the internet. And it saved our progress, and we are now connected. What we are doing this time, you're gonna see some people run around the screen. Those are not gonna be me. Hopefully we'll see some people. I'm not really sure. We have. So the Grand Underground changes slightly with the introduction of humans. Reminder, we are doing the bios at the end of the video. Because I don't think it's a good idea to cover them now. But the Grand Underground changes slightly with the internet. In the originals, if you were playing with a friend via local wireless communication, you can get Pokemon that are normally unobtainable. You can get... You interact with that person, I think, 20-ish times, and something interesting happens with an encounter you can get later on. But that is only for that instance. But we will, what I will do though is, I'm gonna try to find another person's secret base. I don't know how lucky I'll be with that. Ah, the Grassland Cave. And I see something that I immediately want. I want. This is something kind of interesting that I really, really want. Come here. We have a Scyther! So, some of you may not know this. This is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. I absolutely love Scyther. Now, am I worried that Debauch is going to absolutely wreck this thing? I absolutely am. However, it having Night Slash is disgusting. Because of its oh my gosh, it has False Swipe. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes. Be mine, please. Be mine, please. Please, please, please. Give me it. Give me it. It has False Swipe. Come on. Give me that. Give me that boy. Come on. Come on. Yes! Let's go! Scyther! Scyther is one of my favorite... Scyther and its evolution are one of my favorite Pokemon ever! And thus, I'm going to name it after a band. It's gonna be called Metallica. Now let's hope it has the right ability. That False Swipe did a lot of damage. So I kinda hope it does. So it has Night Slash, Full Swipe, Wing Attack, and Double Team. Gross! And it does! Let's go! That's a bad nature for it, but that's okay. It has the best nature, the best ability. I'll go over again, as I said, I'll go over the Pokemon at the end of the video because there's so much to go over. As is, but that's incredible. So what Tactician does, it powers up the weaker Pokemon moves. The moves I believe that are above 60 damage, below 60. So False Swipe does a lot. Wing Attack does a lot. Yeah, that moveset's nasty though. That's a nasty moveset. That's a moveset that I would I'm tempted to keep most of that moveset for later. We are actually almost done with our catching, I will say. We're almost there in terms of, like, Pokemon that I want to catch for the team. Because we're almost there. We are almost there. Because there's just like one more that we can get right now, I believe. There are others that we can get, like, later, but it's not until much later. Us getting that Scyther is extremely lucky. By the way, I did it again. I somehow unclicked the record button. That's okay, though. That's okay, though, because you didn't really miss anything. We didn't really get anything super important. That's an Absol! That's incredibly cool. That's incredibly awesome. But yeah, so it was extremely lucky to get that Scyther. We are looking for one more Pokemon, but I do have a lot of gripes with the Grand Underground, and I was talking about them before, like, while I hit the unrecord button, apparently, but a lot of my gripes with the Grand Underground have a lot to do with the Pokemon, which we're not getting into yet. I will cover them in a like, here soon. Like, I'm talking the next couple minutes. We're gonna start covering them. But please bear with me. There's a lot of encounters in this area, and I'm gonna try to go extremely quick with them because they get disruptive. It's very disruptive. I hate it myself because I don't think it's altogether great for the game to have this many encounters. So, I'm not a big fan of these areas. You can get TMO9 Bullet Seed, which is garbage. Might as well sell that. That's a Murkrow. I didn't get to see what that was. That's a Kurogong. A Lovely. A Budew. Let's grab another big mushroom. There are these bigger ones where, like, more Pokemon can spawn. So, yeah. Actually, I think it's time. We're gonna start covering these bios. Now, there's a lot here. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to say. And if I sound disjointed with these, there's a lot to cover. And oh boy, does it get annoying. Actually, I might hold off for a little bit longer. I might hold off a bit longer to discuss them. I might wait till we're actually fully done exploring the entirety of this place. I'm gonna wait till we fully have explored everything. That way we can get through it. That way I can go through it. Oh, we got a new item! That's a Sunstone, I think. Pretty confident in that. Pretty sure that's a Sunstone. But yeah, we'll cover the encounters after we're fully done exploring this. I might do a whole separate video. You know what? That's what we'll do. I was debating on whether or not I wanted to make this one whole video or not. But we're gonna, like, if I was gonna make the encounters just one huge biothon, I might poke around. I might pull around. Also, that rare candy is really, really nice. That's a really nice item to have. That's really nice. I'm not using that for a while, though. But, I might keep the bios separate for now. So, I wouldn't really worry about it. Also, you do want to interact with these. So if you're wondering how you get your hands on trying to think of what I was trying to say. I'm blanking. Gonna move on from if you're wondering how a certain encounter works, you have to interact with random NPCs like her to get it to proc, which is dumb. I hate it, but you have to. You have to do it the right way. You have to do it a completely asinine way by leaving the cave and coming back. And it's terrible. Like, that's another complaint I have with this area, is it's designed poorly. I'm sorry. I have a lot of issues with this section of the game. This section of the game, this, like, grand underground thing, is so bothersome and annoying. Oh, we're poisoned! How lovely. Also, did you notice that was a Roselia? We haven't encountered one of those yet. We have to cover that too. There are so many here. There are so many that you can get really, really early, but they're all unhelpful when it comes to, like... It's all really unnecessary how much you can get here. I might pull around to some of the people that I know and see if I should cover the bios for these. I wrote them up and I do have them. But I'm, like, concerned on whether or not that would be a fun video to make. Because we'd be just sitting in one spot doing nothing but bios. There's a lot, and honestly, they're not fun. Like, as much as I think you all would love to hear me ramble incoherently about different Pokemon, these bios are like nails on chalkboard because there's so many, and I have to actually, like, really collect my thoughts and grab every single one of them, and have to, like, make sure that I'm giving you the right Pokemon. I would have to look up, like, what Pokemon appear when and actually do it that way, because there's so many. And I'm not trying to complain about Brilliant Diamond, I'm not, but there's there's a lot here. We still haven't found the last one that I need, but I'm thinking about moving a lot of this to behind the camera work, where, like, I'll go and hunt for the item we need. You know, where we hunt for the statue that I want. I hate the underground digging. I wish you could just buy the statues that you need, instead of doing this random RNG system of digging. But anyway, it's one of those things of, I don't like the Grand Underground at all. Like, at all. And it really, like, when I heard that they were adding new Pokemon, new unobtainable Pokemon to this, I was excited at first. And then I immediately was like, after seeing how you're supposed to get the new obtainable Pokemon, it became a session of, man, why did they do this? Like, why? Also, yes, we still haven't gotten the statue that I need. But we're just gonna explore the rest of the map. The rest of the map for this video, and then next time I'll go over the encounters. I'll go over the encounters, and if we have time, by the end of it, I'll go over the, I'll go over it. And no, it's not the Magnemite. The Magnemite's useful, don't get me wrong, but it's not the one I want. There's something uber specific that I want. We're gonna go through the rest of this really, really fast. In fact, I'm going to cut ahead until I find something interesting in these areas. We're gonna cut around and I'm gonna do that until I find the things that I need. I'll see you in a minute. There's a TM for Calm Mind. If you're looking for something, if you have something that wants to then can learn Calm Mind, that's an amazing move for it. So enjoy that. Alright, this time for real. Be back in a minute. Bye-bye. We finally found somebody else's secret base. We're gonna go inside. We're definitely gonna go inside and actually do that real fast. Ta-da! Perfect. Now that we did that, we can finally end the Underground Man's tasks. Which is wonderful, which means we can play this on offline mode now. So that's great. However, we are going to be ending very, very soon because there's not a chance. I have to get going, so I'm running out of time. So, we're going to explore these last two, because I definitely need to get going. I definitely need to get going. We'll explore these final two. I'll do some underground stuff off-screen. So we can prepare for the next episode the next time I record. So, well, we're not gonna actually see that this time, so that's fine, we won't deal with that. And here we have Big Bluff Cavern, lots of rock and ground types. And here, Skorupi, Geodudes, all sorts of fun stuff. I only wanted to come up here to grab the item though, which is TM34 Shockwave, which is extremely useful. That's extremely useful, especially if you have Pokemon with Double Team. If your opponent has Double Team Pokemon, that becomes very useful. Honestly, I'm kind of thinking about changing my team around to have a certain Pokemon. Because if I can't find it, I can't find it. But we're gonna end off the episode there. Yeah, so we're gonna go up. And we're gonna end off the episode there. Next time on Brilliant Diamond, I will go over the encounters. Either I will or will not go over the encounters. I will catch the last Pokemon that we need. But yeah, alright, there we go. Perfect. Alright. We have gone over everything we need to as far as the Grand Underground is concerned. You dig up statues, you put them in your secret base, more Pokemon spawn of that type. All that fun stuff. We've covered everything that Grand Underground can be for you. I'm not gonna cover any more of it as far as like as far as the technicals of it. What we will cover though is the outside of that. I will cover the Pokemon inside of it next episode, so be ready for that. I will also be getting the last Pokemon we can get, because that's the next step. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!